Hello, and welcome to the End of Reason, an Invisible Sun actual play. I'm Aaron M. Evans. I'm going to be your game master, leading these wonderful folks through a thoroughly surreal world and a mystery that's just getting started. So before we get going, though, let's have our players introduce themselves.
I'm Shauna Jermaine. I'm playing Zilia, an apostate who celebrates the small things. She lives in a dollhouse and has a lot of animals in her pockets. And maybe she'll game some more animals this session. For me, I'm the co-owner of Monte Cook Games, a game designer, and a fiction writer.
I am Trevor Bettis, and I am playing Nicoal, who is an ardent goetic who caught fire's eye. I still read it. I'm one of the hosts of Writing About Dragons and shit with the lovely Aaron M. Evans. And that's me.
I'm Jess Penley, and I'm playing Danny, a stoic maker who breathes runes. And I am the co-owner of Underground Oracle Publishing and am a writer and game designer in my spare time.
Hello, I'm Cassandra Call. By day, I work in video games. By night, I write books and lift weights and do other weird things. I play a Katia, an ardent goetic who hosts a legion of foxes who continue to be a big problem.
Hi everyone, I'm Valiant Dorian. I use he and his pronouns. I'm a TTRPG actual play performer, game designer, wearer far too many hats. And today I'll be playing Keshav, an itinerant gallant of the Order of Advances who lives in fluid form. I'll pass it on over back to our GM right now.
Thank you so much. All right, so we were off last week for personal reasons mainly. I was so tired I could not string a sentence together. So just to recap, in our last session, you guys started going after the mystery of the director, Enya Midnight. You talked to the ghost in the basement of the Grand Maybe, who bored you to tears about his documentary plans. And let you know that someone showed up to drop off the film themselves. You went up, ransacked the manager's office, because Keshav cast a spell to let him see hidden things. You found the film canister, and more specifically, you found the remnants of a ritual inscribed inside the film canister. From there, you went to go talk to Love, Keshav's totally platonic roommate, 100%. Don't worry about it. About where he had found out about this movie, this director who was supposed to be such a big deal. He showed you an article in a magazine praising the brilliant Enya Midnight. But Katia clocked that the person who'd written the article, whose name is not in front of me, but I will get it, never seen that before. And two, this seems like the kind of puff piece that this particular magazine is not known for. So something is kind of hinky in here. You did get an address off of the film canister that you have in your back pocket. And after that, several of you went off to do things on your own. So you are coming back together to share info, to make plans in Danny's sculpture studio, which is a former Blockbuster, if I remember correctly.
It is. There's a lot of video game cartridges for your system called the Jewel Caster, which has never existed, and a lot of VHS tapes for movies that are failed sequels that never made it, or ideas that sound absolutely horrible. So it's all analog tech that shouldn't be there but is.
Do you want to, describe the space you've brought your friends to? Are you letting them wander the videotape aisle?
So my workshop is actually kind of in the basement so you have to go through the failed video shop to get to it. It's kind of set up like a studio apartment. I have like my bed and kitchenette in the corner, and everything else is just metalworking materials and small statues against the wall. There are three large statues that I've been working on that kind of take up most of the space. One is a featureless female form that's put together in like these rough plates, no clothing or hair or really any details, but it's roughly Danny's height and width. And she's looking down at her palms, which are held up in front of her, and there's a spray of marigolds, which are very intricate, coming out of the back of her head. And then the biggest statue is another intricately detailed angelic woman who's kneeling on a pillar wrapped in sunflowers and reaching one hand down toward the viewer. Her wings are made of peacock feathers, and there's a hole where her face should be. And then the final one is another intricately detailed sphinx with 6 wings. Her chest is open, revealing a sun hanging inside, and she has daffodils woven into her curly hair. And besides that, there's a lot of like
Oh.
odds and ends everywhere, but that's the big workspace. And Danny is going to pull up some crates for everybody to sit on because there's not a lot there to comfort people who are visiting.
Katia probably rolls up pretty early, and you can tell the Katia arrived by just the sound of the foxes. Like, ooh, ah, ooh, oh my gosh! It takes far longer than it should have for her to actually get to Danny because they've all stopped to review everything around. And
Several
when you
of them are holding on to like cassettes or like videotapes when you come down.
But there's
That's
one
awesome.
very big difference for Katia, ignoring the foxes. She's holding what looks to be this white sphere of fluff. It's like a cotton ball. And she's just like walking along with it with a fox occasionally like, and then pulling back and go, hello.
Hey, what is that?
The fluff ball goes, "Be not afraid."
Okay.
I told you I was going to do it.
Oh, that took me completely off guard. Katia kind of looks
Well.
down at the fluff and goes, I think this is my familiar, and he says he's a buddy. There are no
He says-
distinguishing traits. There's
Okay.
no visible eyes. It's just ploof.
I'll give it a scritch. Seems. But do I feel any bunny inside of that fur at all, or what am I feeling when I touch this thing?
It's like fur and more fur, and there is a little resistance there. You couldn't say for sure that it's a body versus, a force. And you're pretty sure you're scratching its back, but not 100%.
Okay, well. Does
Katia
he have
gives,
a
like-
name?
Do you have a name? Aaron, I'm making you name him.
Okay. The otherworldly entity that looks like...
Wait, I know exactly how he's supposed to look. I shall be right there. It's a giant version of this.
There we go. I think it's just called Flop. We're going to call it Flop.
Flop? You can hear the question mark in Katia's voice.
Have you fed it?
I don't know which end the food goes into.
All right, well, that sounds about right.
She quietly walks off with her new acquisition, sits on a box.
One of the foxes, Danny gets up in your face and goes,
How many Fox movies do you have up there? I didn't see any.
Kind of
I
stops and
saw
lets the fox have a
one
conversation.
actually. It's called Scrunko's Wild Journey, the movie. There's a video game and a movie, and I'm pretty sure that's a Fox thing, but I don't know.
It now gets in your face, Katia.
We need that. We need both of those.
Okay, we'll get it on the way out. We'll get it on the way out. Shh.
Okay. Can I eat the rabbit?
No!
I have some banana bread stuff that Maggie sent over, actually, that I was going to get out for everybody. So if you guys want some of that,
Who's
there's probably
Maggie?
enough for everyone. My neighbor, the
Nicole,
daycare
did
worker.
you just show up, or have you been here?
No, she's been here the whole time. She's sitting on a milk crate smoking. It's like, who's Danny? Or no, who's that? Who's Maggie?
Who's Maggie?
The woman from the fry shop that everybody took a great deal of pleasure making me uncomfortable in front of.
So she brings you food.
Sometimes she does, yeah.
Fox leans over.
Are you sure? Should I taste it and make sure it's food? You don't want to serve people a brick. It could be a brick.
It smells like bananas, but actually that's a good point here. I was planning on giving you guys some, though. Can't
Just to
starve you.
distract her from eating the rabbit.
Yeah. There's a lot of metal in here I'm afraid they're going to eat, and I know that makes you sick, so I'm definitely going to try to fill them with actual food. Is everybody here, or are we still waiting for people to roll up?
From upstairs, you hear a clunk, 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 clunk. I'm here, which is clearly the sound of videotapes falling all around Zilia.
Oh, no.
I'm fine.
Oh my
I'm
god.
on my way.
Wonderful.
I think after a while, coming through the front doors, surprisingly in a normal fashion, Keshav arrives, I think just as Zilia has like plummeted to the final falling position, and Keshav like enters going, "Hello, the fun has arrived." Oh no, y'all having fun without me.
Hey, Kesha, if love made me food and brought it over to my house, would that make you feel weird?
Neighbors make each other food, first of all. Second of all, it was a
I
thank you
mean-
because I fixed something at the daycare center.
I mean, it depends on the frequency of the food delivery. Oh,
What's
is
the
this person
frequency
that
of the
we-
banana bread?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
that's-
the frequency of the
banana bread.
banana bread?
Huh?
What's the
Katia, what's
frequency of the
that?
food?
Oh, this is Flop.
Sometimes.
He's my familiar.
Be not afraid.
You have a familiar?
He has a catchphrase.
I think it's a bunny.
You have a
Question mark. The
That's
question mark
that's
is
a
very
ball of
big.
cotton.
I bet I could tell you if I had a minute with him.
Just kind of gently passes the ball of fluff over.
Oh.
While they're doing that, I'm
Oh.
going to pass out banana bread and coffee to everybody.
Out of curiosity, Danny, how often is she bringing you banana bread?
I love when the
More than
DM's on my
once.
side
I
of
want
the
to
bit.
know.
Yeah. We're not
I
letting
would
this
say
go.
every time I go over to help fix something, it's kind of like a thank you. So it's like something's broken at the daycare, I go over to help fix it, then she brings a baked good or some
Something's
such over as a
broken.
thank you. Yeah.
I was just gonna
How
ask
often, yeah, how
are
often
things
is stuff
broken?
breaking at the daycare?
Danny assumes things break a lot because of all the kids that are there. So it's just,
I
Danny
love
would
it.
High
notice
traffic.
if it was like someone took a screw out of this for some reason.
yeah, that's really weird. It's been sabotaged. No, I'm just like, oh, there are kids everywhere. And I knew all the weird shit that I did as a kid. So I just assumed the other kids are doing shenanigans.
Ah, children.
Yeah.
Children.
Zilia, you
Yes.
You were gonna commune
I'm
with
gonna-
Flop.
Yeah, I'm going to use double in the details. If I pay attention to the small things, I'm able to get a sense of something about its nature or its past.
Oh.
And I have to roll against its level. What's our card?
Oh, that's right.
Hmm.
We should begin with a Sooth card. Guys, I'm sorry. I like I said, we pulled them ahead of time so that we can list them, and I'll tell you the names are very interesting. Starting with this one, The Crowded Tomb. This is Secrets, which is for gallants. Endings, despair, completion. Don't hold
That's
that
not
rabbit
nice.
too hard. It might actually die.
Oh my God, Zilia would be so devastated. Oh my God. Very careful. I don't know if it's trying to I don't know if it doesn't want me to know these things, but I have 2 dice, so I rolled a 7 is my highest.
Okay, yeah. This is not a rabbit properly. This is, I'm gonna say, an angelic being of some kind,
Oh wow.
which is taking the form of what seems to be the most intense Angora rabbit you've ever seen. Like, this much hair would be a significant fur would be a significant detriment to any actual rabbit. But as Flop seems to be a being of pure energy that just chooses to be a featureless ball of fur,
Oh my God. So
seems
you're so
like
in
it's
love with
okay.
Awesome.
But you, because you have, because you pay attention to the small things, you know which side is the front.
Okay.
Can you mark it so the rest of us know?
I thought you said milk it.
You just gonna put a little lipstick on one side.
Just a little bow on the right side of the body.
Zilia was gonna pull out like a barrette from one of her many, many, many pockets of many things and put a little barrette so it's got a little like thing, like dogs sometimes have. You can see the front.
I'm laughing so hard. I'm
With
scared.
consent of Flap, of course.
Flop allows you to do this with beatific little puffiness.
I hand it back.
What's the parade for?
No, which one's the front?
Oh, Katia is very happy and wanders off.
I actually had something really important to talk with you guys about.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is this an intervention?
No,
Well, they say
You
smoking is bad
always-
for you.
Oh my gosh.
it does involve you though, Nicole, specifically, actually, at this point.
So you plunks.
So when I was making my last statue, my sculpture, I'll point, and it's a chrysanthemum, and every other petal ends in a fox head, and in the center is a tiger with a hollow spot in its back, and it's got a rabbit inside of it, and it folds open and closed. When I was making this, I had a really powerful memory from Shadow, and I think it might actually have been like the last time that I was there, and you were there, Nicole, and so was the angel. We were in a lobby. It looked fancy. I don't know. It seemed really fancy, and I was installing a sculpture there, and my wife was there, and the angel was standing next to her. I didn't see her specifically, but I know she was there. But I did see the angel as the angel, and I saw you walking by down the hall, and it was you.
Oh, okay.
So Danny describes this, and you have no idea what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, you do have a vague sense of your life in Shadow. It is a little fuzzy, and you feel like you were in office buildings, but you did not. Did you see an angel in an office building?
Isn't that supposed to be weird for Shadow? Seeing
Yeah.
angels? Isn't that what usually they throw people in white rooms for?
Well, but here's the thing. Maybe he didn't look like an angel then. Maybe he looked like the old man in the movie that we saw.
But
Or
in
something.
your vision, you saw him as
He was the angel, 100%. The weird chest symbol, the everything.
Oh.
And I looked like this in the outfit and
You looked
everything.
exactly like you. And it was like I almost didn't recognize that it was you until I saw you again in the memory, and then I knew it was you.
And clear something. You said this. You just had this vision, or like you were asleep.
No, I was working on my sculpture.
Oh, and it just happened.
Well, I was, it's special. I was doing the thing where you do magic, I guess.
Okay. No, I mean
Yeah.
that does actually help legitimize it for me instead of it just being like
Yeah.
I was just staring off at my statue and I was like,
No,
oh, what if I was in a lobby with an angel and Nicoal?
I was awake. It wasn't a dream. I was awake, and it happened. I was trying to think of my wife because I was trying to think of my wife, but it wasn't her. It was you that I really remembered, and the angel.
Wait, does this mean that Nicole was your wife? I don't understand what's happening. A little bit.
No. No offense at all or anything like that. No, just there was
No,
a
you just
space
jumped
where
at it real fast. It's okay.
No, you're.
It's okay. You don't gotta explain it. It's fine.
You're young.
It's fine.
You're really young.
Yeah.
But no, it's
Okay,
she was like a whole, like in existence. I can't see my wife. I don't remember what she sounds like or what she looks like or any of that. But she was there. I just know she was there. I did see Nicole, and I did see the angel, and the lobby, which was really nice,
Okay.
and my sculpture, which was another chrysanthemum, weirdly enough, but like really big.
Aaron, would Nicole know whether having visions of Shadow is something that can happen, or is this really just sounding like?
Well, couple things. You know that magic means there's a lot you don't know.
Yeah.
In particular, that the flow of magic through the path of suns sometimes makes strange things align and reveal themselves. And so it's possible that Danny had a vision or a memory suddenly unlocked that had been hidden from her.
Mm-hmm.
It is always possible she's gone cuckoo.
Mm-hmm.
But there is this other thing where, she's talked about her wife, and I don't know how much Nicoal's actually thought about that. My gut feeling is not a whole lot, because, I mean, you do actually care about people, even though you don't want anybody to know it.
Much to her disdain, yes.
But I get the vibe from Nicoal, and correct me if this is if this is a misread, that she doesn't really know how to care about people in a certain sense. And so if you ask this question, if you say, so what is it like to not be able to remember your wife? What does that mean? You might not know how to deal with the answer, and that seems kind of freaky.
Mm.
But you have a similar thing going on. Like,
Yeah,
you had parents.
that's true.
And it's almost like, it's not like you can't, it's not just that you don't remember them. It's like there's just a hole.
It's true. Well, I guess that thought process for her would lead her to just kind of seemingly out of nowhere be like, when could you not remember your wife anymore?
The moment that I fucking woke up here. I remember the most ridiculous, innocuous things about Shadow. I remember everything about Shadow except for her, which is the most important part.
And you two were married here and there.
I don't remember anything about this place.
Oh, I thought you said, like, you remember, like, random things about this place, though.
No, I remember Shadow. I don't really know anything about this
shit,
place.
that's right. I always get those mixed up. That's me, Trevor, not her.
Shadow just sounds cool.
It does.
Like, that should be the place the cool things happen.
Yeah.
But that's the
Which
place
is
where
so
you gotta
funny.
do stuff like pay taxes and change the sweater.
Yeah.
That sucks. When did you wake up again?
Aaron can correct me if I'm wrong. How long have I imagine I've only been here for probably
Yeah, you
less
haven't
than a
been
year.
here.
Yeah, I would
definitely.
say. Yeah.
It's not been a long time. Because
Yeah.
Danny is still kind of thinking this is
exactly.
going to end any day
Yeah.
now and go back
Yeah.
to normal.
Like, I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be fine. Yeah.
Whatever the
Interesting.
equivalent of having to file your taxes in Saturnine, you have not crossed that kind of a threshold.
Well, and wait a minute. Didn't at some point, when I wasn't paying attention, well, only halfway, Kaji, didn't you say that you're, like, related to her wife or something?
She's my wife's sister, but she doesn't remember it either.
You don't remember her either.
And now Katia, who is usually just kind of bubbly and cheerful about all of it, her face sort of like shuts down a little bit. She was like, in Shadow, she left a really long time ago when I was a kid. I sent her letters and she never said anything. She never replied. But
Oh, sorry.
But then Danny showed up and he found out I'm related to her. And she sort of tries to like fluff the ears of Flop. Or it's just floof moving slightly. It is somewhere in the vicinity of the berry, so there's probably ears there.
Okay. Because, like, this is weird. I mean, it's already weird because, like, we're all connected somehow and
Exactly.
spending time together.
We all recognize the angel, and I know you were there now with me.
Well, here's the other weird thing is I don't remember my parents, but they existed.
Are they like a hole like mine?
There is evidence of them existing, but I don't remember them. I don't know who they are, and no one seems to remember who they are either.
That's
Katia
similar
kind
to
of
my situation.
leans over the Nicoal and goes like,
And she's
is that you
slowly
being sad?
she slowly pushes one of the foxes away. You ask if is that her being sad?
Yeah, so it's just like, did you do a vulnerable?
And she just takes a long drag of her cigarette and goes, "Don't push it."
You know that you know that your parents existed here in this place.
Yeah.
Okay, that is horrible, and I'm very sorry. But that's also, in a way, good because that helps me prove that my wife is a real person, which a lot of people do not agree with.
Yeah, I definitely didn't agree with it until right now.
And I'm the bitch? I'm the bitch.
No one said
Hey,
anything.
listen,
thought
listen. In my defense, it is often the case that folks who have returned from Shadow have illusory memories of illusory people that do not manifest themselves in our world here in Saturnine. So forgive me if the first time I heard Danny talk about her wife in a forlorn, grieving way, without the knowledge of Katia's connection in all this, I went, ah, yes, it is just a typical shadow grieving that one has to go through. That's why I set them up with Charles anyway. Like that's why I set up Danny with Charles Abernathy so that you could process memories, thoughts, and feelings from Shadow with an expert. So
Danny,
You
that
weren't
was a
trying to
lot
give
of
me
words to
therapy.
say.
You
I'm
weren't
sorry,
trying
I'm being
to
a bitch.
help me get back.
I mean, if there were truth to your Shadow experiences, then Charles would be the one to know. I'm not the expert in Shadow. Shadow is, of course, the realm of lies and yet holds truth. So, you know.
Katya isn't saying anything, but like at least 7 foxes are staring at Keshav with like this very like dubious expression for no reason whatsoever. Just like,
I'm just saying.
one more fox
Now,
comes up.
now that we have this connection between the both of you, and also the additional connection of void existing where people should be in one's memories, this sounds like a pattern to me. So I'd be the first to affirm this, even if I had my doubts before.
Are you two missing anything? Katya asked very abruptly, looking at Zilia and Keshav.
Absolutely not.
You're missing your face. Not to be rude or anything like that. I'm sorry, but you are. I mean,
Well,
One of the foxes goes, "Ooh, damn!"
there is a moment in the glitching visage where the expression of you know the shape your lips make when you kind of like kiss your teeth, that shows up, like glitches through the sort of like glitching visage before Keshav clears his throat and says, well, yes, but that's a completely different situation too. I actually know what happens there. It's not like a strange hole in my memory or that it was taken from me and I do not know the circumstances of it. I know exactly what happened with this
Oh.
What
Okay.
You know,
happened?
you can just say that you know what happens without rubbing it in with a lot of extra words, right?
You know,
We're
I
all
know
so catty
exactly what happened.
today.
And in response to that, it's just like, I'm sorry, I thought someone here was having a little vulnerable moment. Am I not allowed to have a vulnerable moment about my face?
Oh man, someone was, but the walls are back up, baby.
I appreciate the self-awareness, but yes,
Three of us
this is a
here-
curse.
I'm sorry. Three of us here are missing something, and we all recognized the angel, so that has to mean something. I mean, no one else in the theater did.
What about you, Zilia? You have any missing memories of people that...
You haven't told us yet.
Yeah.
I have a small
So?
question for you.
For me,
Yeah. How much does Zilia remember about who she was in Shadow?
she remembers quite a bit. I mean, she remembers that she had like this job as this like sort of bigwig business CEO and that she hated it and that like she had a place by herself and didn't have any pets or people really. But also like I feel like she's a little freaked out by the question because she remembers a life that was very solo. And so now she's just like, I don't have a hole, but would I have a like other people didn't remember me and they didn't have a hole in their memory. So if I don't have people that I don't remember, I wouldn't have a hole in my memory. So how would I know? Is kind of very much her answer.
Do you say all of that out loud, or is that the
Yeah,
storm in
yeah.
your
She's
head?
like, she's definitely an extemporaneous speaker, thinker.
This is
So
the
I don't
impression
know.
I get, is that Zillia's internal voice is mostly her external voice.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. She's probably sort of talking underneath everyone most of the time. Like if she had the headphones that like automatically turned on every time there was a voice, her headphones would never play music. She would be like just talking all the time.
So it's a chicken and the egg sort of situation.
Someone take something from us? From all of us? I'm not just missing my sister. I'm missing one of my foxes. It's the only fox
I
that
didn't
is
know
it.
that.
Well, there's this one. This one, she starts pointing very elaborately across her, and about 2 minutes later,
The foxes are raising their paws as she points to them. And then
As-
one weird fox pops out. It's like 3 heads at the same time. They have
this one's new.
much too long necks.
Oh, wow.
It's like Cerberus meets a swan, meets a fox, meets an angry goose.
Roll call must be an exciting event in your
Bedtime is
house.
very hard, Katia says, with like this 1,000-yard stare. But there was
Um,
one fox who left, and they say that fox knows how to get all the other foxes out. But I don't know if that's true. But all I know is I'm missing one fox. And she kind of very gently puts Slot back down on her lap. Oh,
While this is an interesting pattern, perhaps this has bumped up our would-be appointment with Charles, Danny. I think that might be, especially since you have such vivid memories of Shadow that the rest of us don't quite have. That might be a good path for you to explore. But other than the fact that we've identified some patterns, I don't know if this takes us anywhere further. Other
Well,
than
we
need to
we do have an
find
address.
you said the angels in triplicate, right? Which means in theory the other 2 parts of it could be somewhere, and in theory they could know where my wife is and where Nicoal's parents are and Katya's fox is. I mean, these are things that the angels might actually know about.
What are the chances that the other
Or the person that trapped the angel made the movie or did whatever they did in that place.
Oh yes, the person that made the movie. And you see that Kesha was like perusing VHS tapes while you were talking, and then at one point like pulls out a small little notebook. Excellent point about the angels. It is a non-zero chance that the other 2 maybe went to Shadow, but we're working on an assumption. But I have a name. Apparently, according to my lovely, lovely, lovely coworkers, they're brilliant. I found out that actually someone came to my changery that I work at and requested some basic makeover for a movie premiere the other day. And they called themselves one of the producers of the film. A Gianni Maida. It is very interesting, I think, that we had the producer attend, and I don't remember a moment where we had like a formal introduction to cast and crew, and this person had a whole event of getting ready and everything, and we didn't see head or tail of them. And even if they were there, what were they doing?
That's a really good point. I don't think I've ever been drugged to an indie movie premiere that didn't have someone up talking about it if they were remotely involved.
Exactly.
Katia's
Yeah.
quietly asking for a pen from Zilia. It's just like scribbling in a corner right now. Very quietly to herself.
I've got like 7 different colors. From her pocket.
Oh,
Very on
A
brand.
fox has vanished with one. And now she's just
Oh,
scribbling
God.
on her milk crate in a corner very quietly.
So that is
Okay.
what I have to contribute to our mystery solving, is that we have another name for the production. No
And we have
clue
an
about Neon
address,
Midnight,
right?
though.
You do have an
And we have
address.
that address. And we have that address.
Katia kind of bounces up after a moment. The letters and the names are the same.
Hmm?
And kind of points to how the writer's name, Amandi Jenny, and the producer's name kind of crisscrosses to create each other. Unfortunately, the milk crate's also covered by paw prints and a bunch of scribbles and someone doodling.
That was me.
There's a fox that's still there, guys.
Yeah.
So
look
they
at
are fake.
that.
It isn't.
The one of your foxes has also written the name of the director to be helpful.
Mm.
I
I
see what's going on here. I see
Oh.
what's going on here. Okay.
You
That was
can
very
spell a lot of
smart.
things with letters.
Letters are very useful.
Julia is still
Nice.
very concerned that Katia lost a fox. That's all she can think about. Like,
Oh,
no, that's
Okay, so whoever this person is yeah, this is definitely
One
I mean, we're having an interesting little pattern between similar names, names connecting to one another, and apparently names being anagrams for other names. I don't know. This is a very strange set of circumstances.
So, real quick, you said that your coworker said that a producer came to your work looking for you. Is that what you said?
Not looking for me. No, just getting a makeover done. Nothing to do with me in particular.
Okay, but someone was there that was saying they're in connection. And did they say what they looked like? Did you say what they looked like?
I'm pretty sure I got that detail. Let me
Yeah,
just grab it. This is
you-
Valiant Dorian speaking, and
Yeah.
not Kesha. Kesha would
Right.
know this.
while you're checking, I can tell you the answer. But one of the foxes rearranges the letters and writes a dame inning. You remember that what you were told by your coworker Devandra was that your other coworker Clarice saw this client. He came in with a face that was like made of smoke,
Yes.
and she did not see what the final result was, but your coworker really likes to do butterflies and kind of pushes people toward a swarm of butterflies.
Yeah, I'll communicate that.
The fox
And-
writes, "Damn Ian Inga." I'm going somewhere, I swear.
It's so funny because like as like these foxes are scribbling over, it's like at least we have someone helping out through the anagrams. That's helpful. But yes, came in with a smoke face. I have no idea what look they left with,
Okay.
but certainly something butterfly adjacent.
Yeah.
If I know anything about Clarice.
Well, we have. What do we have the addresses for?
film canister.
Film canister.
Had the
Film
from where it was
canister,
delivered.
yes.
Which
One of the foxes has tried to get Zelia to play a tic-tac-toe with it.
which
Julia
My-
totally is in that. Yes.
I'm going to just
347
assume is
Pennymatch
fake.
Street.
I'm just going to assume is fake and is going to end up being wrong. But I mean, it's some
We
place that
should.
we have. We should check it out.
We should
Okay, yeah,
definitely
we
check
should.
it out, yeah.
Because even if it's not real, it might be. I mean, you don't do an anagram weird thing like this unless you want someone to figure it out, right? That's kind of like something that the Riddler would do. I don't know if you guys remember that comic.
Completely blank stare here.
The funny villain.
Yeah, I mean, you do things like this because you want someone to figure it out. So even if the address is a dead end, it still might have a clue there, you know?
Oh God, is this some terrible like meta narrative indie thing that's happening right now?
I think all of
I
this
don't know
is,
any
yeah,
of those
actually.
words.
It's a marketing strategy.
Yeah.
You're going to
Wait,
get some
Danny.
really nice t-shirts out of this.
This is the few benefits that of Kesha paying attention to love sometimes is that I feel like Kesha can now pinpoint the moments of like, this sounds like a film marketing scheme. Or like, this seems like some weird artsy film choice to be making and not actually know the purpose of it.
Katia,
Yes?
I am going to point out one thing. when
Yes?
you advanced your order, when your degree of
Uh-huh.
goetics went up, you realized you can discover the name of an entity from one realm.
Mhm.
And now you know a realm the angel is attached to. You might be able to figure out the angel's name.
Do I have to do and wait, do I know the realm yet?
You shadow. I mean, this is a kind of a gamble, right? But it is
Yes.
possible that this is going to be a way to an answer. Danny
Okay.
saw the angel in shadow. If Danny, this depends. What does Katia think? Is Danny kind of delusional here and making up something, or do you really believe she is remembering an actual factual event?
Katia can barely tell how much of her volume is Fox's versus Katia. She's the last person to think anyone is delusional.
It's like, sounds right.
She would believe Danny completely. How do I get the name? Do
This
I get
is
to
a
pick?
good question, because as far as the rules go, it just says you now know it. There isn't a narrative explanation. So I would love to know what a good narrative explanation for Katia is, because there isn't a barrier here. It might be that Flop whispers it to you. It might be you have to do something. You might have gotten a coupon from the Hall of Records that you eat, and now you have
Free
the name in your
name.
head.
Completely to sidetrack everything. If you donate a kidney to a very specific nonprofit, you will get a voucher for a free kidney transplant one day.
Huh. Fascinating.
Huh.
This is a true thing in the world. That is all. It's mostly so like parents who know their kids are going to have like kidney disease later on.
Yeah.
They can donate a kidney while you're still healthy and younger and can recover better, and then the kid can claim the kidney in the future. But you do get a voucher.
That's pretty awesome.
I think I'm going to play it the way I mentioned in Discord.
Perfect.
So while everyone else is talking and like Katia's sitting there dealing with the foxes, all of a sudden she kind of tenses, like almost like a bolt of lightning has run through, and face just crumples into a grimace. And by this point, everyone is kind of used to the idea of like the foxes popping out randomly, and it's almost a cartoony, cheerful kind of thing. This looks a little bit different. Arm and shoulder and back swell in ways that look utterly painful. Things lunge and twitch under her skin. She gives out this pained little noise and just kind of crumples onto herself, grabs her head, begins whining, and then like out from the back of her collar, fountaining out from her neck, you see the tree weirdly long-necked foxes rearing up for a second. And then this is followed by the swarm of others, many of them like attaching to each neck at a time, and they just sink their teeth in. And just there is this soft chorus, this growling noise, all of them saying at once, "Tell her." I am assuming the angel will spit out the name here at this point, but otherwise I'll get
Yeah.
eaten.
The swarm of foxes around you suddenly echoes with the pained whisper, "Kantaka, the collapse."
True enough, the foxes hold up their promise. Everything shoots back into her, and Katia's just still like slightly incoherent ball of pain on the side in a fetal position next to her milk crate.
Danny's gonna run over to make sure she's okay. Are
All
you
you hear is
okay?
the rest. Ow. I think we have an angel there. No. Does anyone have painkillers? Just a tiny wobbling noise.
just
She
without
just throw up.
without a word, Nicole goes over and just puts some ibuprofen in your hands.
She just goes,
This lay ibuprofen. I love this.
Yes.
dry swallows. Everyone can do what they want. She's going to need a
Just
minute.
pats her on the back.
So,
Okay,
very good.
that was
So
a thing.
distinctively Katia. You get the name. I put it in the chat. And you realize something. The partial word on the angel that you read in the language of angels, that seems to be part of the multi-part angel's name. Each facet of the angel must have its own name, though, because this name is not. There's nothing in it that encompasses that partial word.
So is the name one? Yes.
Yeah, but knowing part of it might make it easier to figure out the names of the other parts and then the name of the whole. Much easier than taking, for example, a big book of angels and flipping through it till you found one with thorn bush wings and then checked that against something and then found the next one, etc.
So we have Kantaka Collapse, and we have Yuli, which is going to be the thing that's part of a whole.
Katia just kind of crawls up to Nicole and goes like, "You still have the book." She looks like she's having the worst migraine of her life.
Oh.
I don't know if she was able to take the book out of the place.
Yeah. I don't know if you did either, but I will say you were given Baby's First Book of Angels.
Yeah.
So it
She did
mostly
take
had
copious notes.
angel types. It did not have a full listing of angel names.
Yeah.
That was something that would be a little deeper in the library. You might need.
I
someone
do
to
think at
help
the
you get
very
in there.
least Nicole would take out her notebook and give it to you.
Just scribbles an email and just lays her head on Nicole's lap.
Oh,
just an-
I cover
okay.
her up with her
Aw.
jacket.
Oh, look at how sweet the both of you are. Anyway.
The fox holding
Fox.
Zillia's pen pops up again, and goes, "Oh, I got a good one!" And it's gonna write on the wall. I am
Oh.
an ending.
Oh,
Goes, I think that's the right one. That feels really intense.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
intense.
pretty
Oh.
fucking ominous.
Holy fuck! Good job, Aaron.
I
Thank
was
you
trying
for
to figure out
finding
if
the
it was
anagram. I'm so
Danny's
glad.
last name.
Okay, Keshav.
yes, my dear.
This Abernathy guy that would like to talk to me about
Yes.
Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if I talk to him about everything that I remember about Shadow and all that he would help us with this situation?
Honestly, probably. Actually.
Okay, that's something that we can trade to get help from someone who might know a little bit more than us about all this stuff, right?
And Charles is a goetic.
Yeah.
We could tap, and I adore our goetics here, believe me, but Charles is a higher level goetic with higher access to the goetic library and information, so there might
I
be
just got my
something
promotion
there.
today.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And Keshav turns to Nicoal and goes, "When are you going to get promoted to the next
What
ranking
level
order?"
of Vance are you?
I'm level 1, but we don't need to
Oh,
have
that's
higher
so
ranks.
interesting. That's really weird how you're looking down on me from the same level.
Keshav touches you, and you have the exact face of you showing up on Keshav's face.
Yeah, it doesn't work on me.
Isn't
I
that
stare at myself in the morning every morning like
This is what I've
That's
been
upsetting.
working on. I don't
This is
really
why
need to
apostates
necessarily work
rule.
on my Vancian ranks when I've got this.
Oh, actually, you know what I just realized? So you touch Nicole, you get the face, but there's a little spark of fire that hurts your finger when you touch her.
Bzap.
Oh, that's cool.
Not a goetic thing either.
Oh, that's fun.
Everybody advancing their fortes.
This is like I enjoy my little forte, my little circle that I'm in. But regardless, on the point of Charles, yes, I think he would be amenable to that. He seems very, very interested in Shadow, and you are, if I'm being completely honest, the most interesting case of shadow connections than I've ever seen in my life as a Visley. So I'm sure Charles will feel the same, and I'm pretty sure he would be very cooperative.
Great. So that gives us a lead there.
So, question is, do you want to see about this address and whatever is going on with I am an ending?
Well, we're probably gonna need like Charles probably isn't gonna be able to meet us immediately. So why don't we set that up? Go to the address and go see him afterwards.
Sounds good.
Katia kind of tiredly goes, I have to have lunch with him anyway. You can all crash. Does anyone have
that's
tea?
wonderful.
Yeah, I'll make you some.
I'm
Go
happy
make
to
tea.
scene cut. So Katia just be miserable a bit until we go to the
Oh,
address.
no.
You let Katia recover, give her some tea,
Yeah.
some sympathy. That looked really hard.
We're patting it.
Okay, so you want to go check out the address
It was
first, or are you going to check out? Go to Charles.
well, is Keshav able to set up like a meeting with Charles?
I
If I
could,
remem-
but is it Katia having a lunch
Yes.
situation?
So-
with Charles
Katia
soon?
had
Just-
promised lunch.
Yeah, just to be clear, here's here's what I remember anyway. Charles told you, Keshav, that if you come by, he will probably either be in his office or someone will know where he is.
Okay.
So you don't have a
Yes.
standing thing, but you do know you have been invited to seek him out.
Yes.
And Katia met Charles at her advancement ceremony.
Luncheon. The
The
sandwich time.
luncheon. And they made plans to have lunch, I believe, in a couple of days.
I assume that she can kind of probably have she probably has a way of contacting Charles and go like, hey, can we move for lunch today?
Yeah, totally. You know, especially given Kashev's report of Charles and his general character, it sounds like if you just show up and go to his office, you can discuss. He may be there and you can discuss plans, or someone will tell you where he is and you can
Okay,
go find
okay.
him. And I'll just say right now, if you do go choose that path, someone will point you to where Charles is, and we're not
Sounds
gonna play
Okay.
chase down the acquaintance to schedule things, because I think we all had enough of that.
Yes. Discovering in shadow and being adults.
Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome.
I mean, in general, for the record. Okay.
Before we leave, I am going to grab my collapsible little sculpture that I worked on from the table, and before I put it away, I'm going to show it to Zilia and Katya, because I know that Zilia likes to have things a little more explicitly stated to her sometimes, because she doesn't necessarily pick up on nuance. So I'm going to show them the sculpture, and I'm going to say, look, this is you, and that's you, actually. I made this to represent you guys, and this will let me know if you guys are okay and kind of where you're at, as long as we're in the same space, I guess.
Okay,
So-
Zillia's unrequited bond just to go like thump thump. That's us.
And then I will fold
Wait,
it up
you
and
can
I'll put it in my
track
back
us?
pocket.
Wait.
Well, not track. I mean, yeah, I guess track. It sounds creepy outside of the context of what I
love
meant
it.
it, which is I just wanted to make sure you guys were okay, is really because of all the weird stuff that's been happening and people disappearing and stuff. So
Halfway
Yeah.
between halfway into Danny's explanation, she has the distinct pleasure of being hugged by an octopus if an octopus was a person made out of foxes. It's just blub, 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 blub. It's very warm and fuzzy.
yes.
While that's happening, Keshav is going to go back to glitchy Keshav face and go up to Nicoal and go, these revelations have got me a little concerned for you. And I'm going to use my ephemera finally. In session 3, I'm using an ephemera. And
I
I'm
forgot I
going
had
to
those.
use my ephemera, Hidden Aeneagon. It is a level 6 ephemera. It has the form of a 9-angled amulet. The effect of this is that you are better hidden from divinations and other magic used to locate you. You gain a +2 to related defense rolls, and I'm going to Kesha is going to fish out this like
Aw.
9-angled amulet, and then pin it to you and activate it. So you're going to be
Aw.
hidden from divination.
I
And
love
he pins it to
Aw.
you. He looks to you and he goes, "If your family is missing, for whatever reason, and we are dealing with all these other connections, there's no doubt someone's probably going to try to find you at some point the more we keep digging. So keep that for now, especially since we're literally going to a location to dig." And yeah, you now have +2 to rolls. I have to check every hour if the spell dissipates. It'll dissipate if I roll a 0. So
Okay.
hope I don't roll a 0 for the rest of the session.
You see Nicole look at it, and like you could see like she like starts to try to say something, and then she just goes, "Thanks."
I love that Danny's and Keshup's gifts were like polar opposites of each other. Like Danny is like, I'm gonna be able to find you guys no matter where you're at, and Keshup is like, you can stay hidden, no one's gonna find you.
No
So
one's going to
magnificent.
find you. No one will find you, I promise. For as long as this works. So yeah, now I want ephemera down and you're wearing it. Perfect.
Hey,
Does that mean
Right.
Keshav gets a new ephemera?
Well, we had
Yeah.
an ephemera given
do we?
in a previous session, so there is one to grab. And I swear I drew it, but I can't find it. So I will
It's
draw you a
okay.
new one. You can have a fresh one.
A fresh
see.
one, yippee!
Yeah. Since that's an incantation. Wait, incantations are ephemera, right?
Incantations are also an ephemera, yes.
Okay.
There are 2 kinds.
There are 2.
Yeah, you can either get a fun little object
have-
or fun little spell.
Well, I opened this and the first thing I saw was sharp edges in the first frost. So
I
we're
do
gonna
not
say
have that.
That's what you get, and
Yippee!
I made a randomizer in Excel.
That's incredible.
Aaron, you're fantastic.
It doesn't help that I have to still go look up the card, but that's the one. We'll figure out what exactly
Perfect.
that does. All right,
I
so
will grab
you
it.
all are heading to the Hall of Records. Yeah.
Sounds
Yep.
like
Right.
it.
I probably should have drawn a card for working out the names and the angel, but I forgot. So
Here we go.
It's the Banished Serpent.
Oh.
It's not great, guys.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I
Well, it
know
could
what
be
this
great.
card is.
It's like balance, exile, punishment.
Oh no.
It's a +1 for stoics.
Hey.
So
Hey.
that's good.
The stoic butchers be winning.
But yeah, and I guess in a way this is appropriate because it is sort of referencing your time in shadow. In a big sense for almost all of you, that time is in exile. You were driven from your homes to a place where you lived a life where you were not fully yourself. Or that's maybe how you want to think of it. It's complicated. It's probably very uncomfortable to think about in some ways, more so for some of you than others. Now you're going to go talk to a guy who really finds what you did in shadow endlessly fascinating.
This will end
It
well,
won't be
surely.
weird. It's fine.
It'll be totally normal.
Okay. So you roll up to the Hall of Records, as described. It's this big kind of Gothic-looking building with all manner of creatures and entities, demonic and angelic and otherwise, carved into the edifice. And when you're not looking in the corner of your eye, they seem like they're moving. The entry hall is, kind of a long, circular, like a cylinder. It's got a curve to it. There are the lower level goetics, kind of waiting to show people into the Hall of Records. You are looking though for a higher order goetics office, so you can bypass the tour guides and head on up. I'm gonna say Charles told you where his office was because otherwise we would be
nice.
here forever doing the
That'd
dumbest
be
rolls.
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, you get it. You come up. It's middle high level on one of the towers. There's like a secretary in front of it, a young man with let's give him feathers for hair. Who looks up and says, can I help you?
We're here for lunch with Charles.
Okay. Well, he might have.
She's very confident about it.
We have a standing arrangement. We have a standing arrangement to meet up at his office and head out to lunch together to speak more on an ongoing project. Is he in?
Katya and Kesha hitting this for a secretary together is just a terrible thing for the poor little kid.
I
swear.
know.
I picture Katya just wandering out foxes and flop, and then
Foxes.
Like, what? And then Kesha's like, "Hello." He's like, "What is going
Hi.
on?"
Both of you can make an interaction roll.
Okay.
One of you has to succeed. I'm gonna say the challenge on this. The kid seems a little bewildered, and it's plausible. So let's say this is just a. Let's say it's just a 3, a 2. We'll give it a 2. It's not that bad.
A 2.
But I feel like you gotta do something.
I got a
I'll
7.
spend that.
Oh, you're
and
great.
I'm going to spend a. I won't spend a sortilege. I believe in me. I have interaction, Benny. I believe in me. That's an 8.
All right. Yeah, you both the kid behind the desk is really trying for professional, but you both come in so confident that he looks like he thinks, "Oh my god, I forgot to write something down."
Oh no!
And he
Oh,
goes,
I'm so sorry.
Charles, I think Charles thought you were meeting at the pub. He left. He went down to the pub. He's probably waiting for you there. I'm so sorry I didn't write down that I should tell you to meet him at the pub, but I'm telling you now. Yep. Do you want me to walk you down there? Would that make this work out better?
No, sweet one. You are A-okay. Thank you for informing us. He was just probably being proactive. You're doing fine. And Kesha smiles. Before turning to Katia and the rest of the crew goes, pub food for lunch?
To the pub!
When we get out of earshot of the receptionist, just go, did you agree with him on a pub?
No?
Why would he go to a pub if you didn't decide that was where we were gonna go?
You might be meeting someone else.
He could also just be hungry.
Okay.
I know a lot of
Fox
professors
pops
that
up
get
and
drunk
goes,
over
"Pubs
lunch.
have fries."
Okay.
Pubs do have fries. I really
And
want fries.
chicken
Either
wings.
way, let us agree that in the likelihood, which I think is a high one, that Charles is having a meeting with someone, that we try to be normal about it as much as possible while trying to gain as much information as possible.
Yeah.
Katya's just looking.
Stay outside.
Yeah,
Somebody
shit-eating
should stay
grin
outside with
glitches.
me.
Yeah, shit-eating grin glitches into existence before vanishing.
We can do normal.
Okay.
We say
Nicoal
as
just
we
silent that?
examine a dead body.
Yes, she did.
All right. Has it been an hour? Do you think, Erin? Do I need a roll?
Yes. Let's do a roll.
7. We're good. Your
As we
defense
head off to
still
the
up.
pub, just like the foxes are softly chanting, "Fries, fries, 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 chicken wings, fries." This is a very normal entourage.
I feel like Celia often joins them in that chant.
I want fries.
I believe it.
She
Just like-
pulls out she's got some packets of like ketchup and stuff in her pocket to contribute. Fries.
So Katia and Nicole, even though Nicole, you don't come around here a lot. When they say the pub, they mean the place that's near here. Which I'm gonna make up a name. You know what? I'm gonna steal it from the Invisible Sun game I played in. It is called the Cephala Pub. There is a biker gang that is actually quite chill, but they ride on squid motorcycles. So
Of course.
they also opened this pub, which mostly has resulted in them kind of settling down. It's a new place, so we get a new card.
Yippee!
Guess what's fun?
What's the next track on this Goth Kids emo album?
Rat.
Rat.
The
The
rat.
rat is survival, resistance, shadows, and concealment. It is also a companion, so it duplicates the banished serpent, which means Stoics still get a bonus. Danny, you
Rad.
still enjoying this.
Love to hear that.
So let's go.
Okay, you can go into the cephalopub, which is weirdly homey. Like, they definitely have chilled out. Although there is a lot of, like, biker kind of, I don't know, regalia up on the wall. There are some, like, jackets from what you think are rival biker gangs, like, hung up. Kind of like it's the kitsch in a Chili's. But, some of them have blood on them. So this may have had a weird past.
Interesting location that Charles has chosen.
But it's not like, it doesn't feel like a biker bar. It feels a little like you walked into a Chili's with really not tasteful decor.
Yeah, but Charles feels like a detail-oriented person, so it's like, what is it about this place that fascinates him? And I think you see that Keshav's like looking around and like leads into like the rest of the folks going, I'm liking this place.
You see Charles at a booth across the way. He is alone, actually.
He just likes
else?
biker pubs that have been turned into a
I
Chili's.
love it so much.
It's the place next door. It's like it's the place next door to where he works. Like my quota of banh mi's went up when I started working at Barnes and Noble because there's a banh mi place next door.
Or he's a secret biker on the weekend.
I love that idea too, honestly.
I do too.
Who else hasn't met Charles besides Zelia? It's out of
I
character.
haven't.
Okay.
Only Nicole and
I know I've
Keshav.
met Charles.
Yeah, Nicole and Keshav have met
Oh, I
Charles. That's what I'm
thought for
saying.
some reason I thought Keshav had met him too.
Yeah, Keshav and Nicole have met Charles.
I
That's what
I
I
thought. So Katia,
And
you're
Katya,
meeting him for
yeah.
the first
Who
time.
does not know him? You, Katia, and
Oh, I do know him. He stopped by.
I'm
Oh,
so
that's true.
confused.
Katia met him. You're right. You met Charles
Okay,
at your luncheon.
thank you.
It's just
Sorry.
Danny and Zelia
I'm
who has
making it
never
worse.
met Charles.
Yep.
There we go.
So you walk up to that table.
If no one else will do it, I will volunteer.
Well, yeah, it'd be weird if just 5 people walked up and be like, "How's lunch going?"
Surprise,
I will not.
Surprise all
I
the
will
way.
not jump scare Charles, but Keshav will show up. Oh, sorry. I nearly made a mistake. Oh, okay, we're good. I
Does
nearly
Keshav, like, Oh. Sorry,
sorry,
what?
I nearly deleted my Bettis, and I was like, no, don't delete my Bettis.
I need those.
I do need those. Sorry, what was Katia asking me?
No, this is Cassandra asking. Does Keshav shove the ball of foxes behind him so she doesn't run up the Charles?
I mean, I don't think Keshav is too. Keshav doesn't want to limit you in your expression. Like, if you have met Charles, then there's nothing for him to have to like insulate. But Keshav would literally be like, "Oh, hi, Charles," from like a distance away before approaching the table.
Katia does not do so. The fries, and switch to hi, Charles, as she bounds over all foxes.
He looks up and he does seem pleased to see you. He kind of wipes his hands on a napkin and beckons you over.
Hi. So, I know that you were meant to have a separate meeting with Katia here. We are companions.
You know
Uh,
each other.
We
yes,
do.
we
That's
do.
wonderful. Katia didn't mention that.
Well, I
didn't tell
don't
you
know
anything.
if Katia knew who exactly I was speaking about, I think. I don't know if we got to talk about it entirely in detail. But speaking about things in detail, you know that companion I told you about, the connection to Shadow,
Right,
that
right. The
seems
one.
particularly strong.
Yeah. Is that.
What
Did you bring her?
and like Kesha gestures to Danny and goes,
I'll walk up.
"This is actually gone far more uh the mystery deepens. Everyone love your insight. Is is the way that I will put it. Shall
Okay.
we just get some chairs and
Of
get
course.
together?
He calls the waiter over and he says you should all order food. He's paying. Thank you,
Surprise!
Cassius335, who got you guys bling bling for the pub crawl. So
Oh,
your
thank
lunch has been paid for.
you.
Nicole walks up eating French fries.
All the foxes are immediately trying to steal her French fries.
And like she like goes like
Oh!
Oh, mean.
That one fox though is still looking at you with just hard
Fire.
eyes.
It's
Danny
sniffing
will lean
Nicoal's
forward
hair.
and shake Charles's hand and introduce herself.
It's lovely to meet you. Keshup has told me so much about you.
Yeah, I've heard that you're. I haven't heard a lot about you, but honestly, but I'm excited to talk
I
to
did
you.
want to give. I did want to give up the surprise.
I haven't heard
Charles
you
gives
about you
you
at
a
all. I'm
look that
Zilia.
is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just said, I haven't heard you about you at all. I'm Zilia. She doesn't have any idea what we're doing here right now.
Charles shakes your hand too, Zilia. He says, "Well, I'll just tell you what Ketchup and I were discussing the nature of shadow. He mentioned he had a friend who had a particularly strong bond to shadow. Thought I might be interested in how you've held on to that other self so strongly."
Well, it really doesn't feel like another self, to be frank. It feels the exact same, but I'm in the wrong place. I don't remember anything outside of home, Shadow, at all. I mean, nothing about this place is really familiar to me. I think maybe on a gut level some things are, but not enough for me to remember anything. It's all Shadow, and I remember everything about Shadow because I don't know. I know no one here believes that it's a real place or that there's real things or real people but
Oh,
I mean,
it is definitely a real place
yeah.
with real people, and some of the people inside of Shadow are different from you and I, but what is real? When you get down to it, I think it's an area of study we've neglected, to be perfectly honest.
Yes. Yeah.
So, I'm assuming, how much do you tell him? What do you leave anything out?
I won't. No. Um, I about I'll answer any questions that he has, and I'll talk about what I remember, and from and that I don't remember my wife, which is odd, but that I have a family that I remember, that I have a whole life and existence, a history that I remember very. Like no part of it is missing at all. I won't mention anything about what we're currently here to ask him, just because I'm going to wait for the others to weigh in on that, and I don't want to give up the ghost there. But as far as everything else goes, open book.
Katia,
Okay.
while eating fries, just kind of looks up at Charles at some point after the questions drift off and goes like, "Do angels cause apocalypses in shadow?"
Do angels cause apocalypses in Shadow? Hasn't happened, but
Is it
It was
possible?
kind of supposed to
creation
eventually,
lies
but
ahead of us, so the collapse, the end of the world could be anywhere, but I think that's probably outside of an angel's general ethos. That's kind of a demon thing, isn't it?
Oh,
Although,
Well, the most important demon was an angel at one point, at least in shadow.
oh, right. I forget.
Yeah. So
The a guy comes up to the table. He is older, little heavy set, wearing an apron. He has tentacle hands. He's like, "How is the food?" Charles reaches out past his arm and says, "Archie, it's fantastic as always. Guys, this is Archie Choices. He's the owner.
Okay.
He
The food is
introduces you
lovely, thank
around.
you.
your
This
fries
is
are
the
crispy.
lurking writer bot name an NPC. This is now the owner of the Cephalopub, Archie Toothus.
Donna
like,
and Zelia both have
"Let me-"
hiccups, so she.
Like, you must have enjoyed it. I'll get you guys
Holding our
some
breath over
refills.
here.
We'll get you guys some
Oh.
refills.
Thank you.
What are you guys? Well, actually, I guess I keep forgetting food doesn't work like in actuality. Like food works in shadow, so this is all not food, but yeah.
Danny misses food so much.
You just want a hot dog that will stay in your palm and not
Just a
do
hot
strange,
dog.
surrealistic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
just
it
a
would be
normal
great.
hot dog, no bells or whistles.
No,
Tastes
yeah,
like a
just
hot
plain.
dog, not like the feeling of eating a hot dog. People say you can't tell the difference. You can tell the difference.
You can. It's just like the difference between a vegan dog and a real dog. You know,
Yeah.
you don't want to, but you do.
The last time Nicoal had a hot dog in the actuality, it was 6 bites of a David Lynch film all in one experience.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's a very red pill, blue pill moment. Okay.
Charles has been taking notes as you're talking, Danny.
Mhm.
And you don't have any memory of her now, but you do
No.
have this certainty that she was real.
Absolutely, without a doubt. And I don't know, somehow I remember everything so clearly except for her. She's like a void. And I don't know why, but that makes me think that backs up her being real even more for some reason. I don't know why necessarily. Maybe it's because I remember so much absolutely trivial bullshit that probably isn't real, that could be all fake, that I find out tomorrow, which is fine, but she's not. She was taken.
She was my sister.
No, I mean, we're all goetics here. Do you have a name? I don't think you do.
Poetic.
Looks over at Danny.
Do you know?
have
You
a
don't
name?
know the name of your wife, do you?
No, I don't remember her name or what she looked like or what she sounded like, but I remember what she smelled like and what she felt like, and I remember our life together. I mean,
Danny, random question. They talk a lot about the bond between people that is so strong that it connects one's soul to another. Do you think, perhaps, in the memory that is attached yet not attached, that you might remember your wife's soul name, if not her shadow name, or the name that she goes
Oh.
by?
I think we're soulmates 100%, but I don't know what a soul name is, so that might be a little more difficult.
It is
Oh,
your
you're
tr- it is
really
your
new here, aren't you?
it's your
Yes.
true name. It is the name that will allow people to have a influence over you, which is why we keep it hidden.
Oh,
But when you share that name, it is mutual, because you will be able to have influence over the person who knows your name, as well as the person who has influence over you. So the reason why I ask this is because when you speak about your wife, you are so deeply attached to her that I can't help, if there is any instance of this, it has to be in your circumstance.
This is a fascinating question. Out just like Aaron talking about Charles. That might require me to look some stuff up really quick. So
Yep.
have your feels.
this is a
Something-
question. This is
No.
a question for Aaron as well, because I have a shit ton of hidden knowledge that I don't use because Danny doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Is this something that I could that could innately be drawn forth by Keshif kind of bringing that up or in using the hidden knowledge?
What kind of hidden knowledge are you
I suppose her soul name or mine or
like
whatever.
you might
I
know
mean,
her soul name.
like I might know it.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it'll give
think
you a
that-
+1 to a roll. But
Okay.
this might be like a soul. I'll let Aaron decide, but this sounds like a soul searching moment where you have to kind of like, or maybe the cards are to determine your whether you remember or not. But
You mean you got to use the heart of the cards?
yeah. Listen,
This is interesting.
I said this once and I say it again. Monty Cook Games put something in those cards. I don't know what, but I will find out.
That is true.
I think this has legs. I think this has legs, and this is the question is, let me see really quick, because true name doesn't seem to be in the index, so we'll see this. So this is a...
Oh.
Okay.
It's soul name, I think, right?
Soul name. It has an actual
the true
terminology
name
that I
is the
used
spell.
incorrectly.
Got it. So is soul name the spell associated with that, or is that different? Is that just what it's called?
No,
I
so
think
like
it's- your secret name is called your soul name, I think.
yeah, so when
Yeah.
you choose your soul, you have a soul name that is attached to it.
Right. I mean the
Like means to find it, you mean?
yeah, no, I'm just trying to decide, like, because okay, so here's the deal: you didn't meet your wife, for as far as you know, you didn't meet your wife in actuality. You went to Shadow as a child, and you
Yes.
met her in Shadow, and you
Yes.
didn't know that this world was real. So
Not at all.
there is a
Mm.
possibility, though, now that you know some of your well, you knew already some of your memories have been tampered with in the sense that your wife seems to have been excised from them, but you've now had this memory of doing a thing, of seeing Nicoal, of seeing this angel that was not there before. And so did she tell you? Are there more memories in there? And somewhere in there is her soul name, because I that sounds like something you guys would have shared. That
Yeah.
she would have told you that if she knew, and if she was, of Bisley, like these people, which seems to be sort of synonymous with real, and you feel very sure she's real, then yeah, of course, the logic chain is impeccable. But it is this. There's something, like, if it's in there, you don't know. You're gonna have to figure out how to get it out. And here's the question: are you gonna say any of that in front of Charles?
Yes. I'm gonna have this conversation with Kesha right at the table. Right now, Danny doesn't care who's there. Danny has one goal, is to find her wife. So if she has to make an absolute buffoon of herself in front of a room full of bikers, she'll do it. But she's laying it all on the table right now.
Does this include the memory about the angel?
Yeah,
Your wife.
because she wouldn't be holding that back at this point. Yeah.
Got it. Charles kind of leans back and considers you and goes, "This is fascinating. Have you tried tapping the noosphere? Seeing if your lost memories
No what?
somewhere in there?"
I have no idea what that means. So no, I have
Wow,
not.
you are really fresh. I have a million questions.
Just assume that anything that we might know, Danny does not know.
Katia
It's
just
always
nods
an assumption.
enthusiastically.
So the noosphere, it's the thought, the dreams that connect all of us. Everything you remember, it's somewhere in there.
Who can I get to do that?
You need someone with an ether link. You need. Could go back to, though, you saw an angel in Shadow
Yeah.
that looked like an angel. Do you remember? This is fascinating. If that memory is correct, if you
That's
were
why I
to
was
wear,
asking.
sorry,
Katia just squeaks in the corner. That's why I was asking about angels.
very good point. The one assumes if you are in Shadow, if you are affected by Shadow's nature, if you forget your true self, to see an angel is not just an impressive thing, it's extraordinary. It's terrifying. And
My wife didn't sound terrified, or I didn't get that vibe at all. But also, I saw Nicoal as Nicoal, and would I have seen Nicoal as Nicoal if she was in Shadow?
I mean, it depends. Again, I don't believe our fundamental natures change. Only different facets are revealed. When you think of yourself in Shadow, do you look completely different?
No, I look the exact same.
He turns to Zilia and he goes, how about you? Do you look completely different in Shadow?
I don't look like me at all.
What do you look like?
I look sad.
Oh,
Charles looks at you, fascinated. You not sad now?
No, no.
So your fundamental self is completely different in Shadow.
I think so. I think I did that on purpose. Can you do that on purpose? I think I did it on purpose.
He turns to Zilia, he's taking notes. It's like, what leads you to think it was
So
on
you pulled out her
purpose?
notebook too.
Which is does it I don't mean to make this an upsetting question, but do you ever wonder which is the true self? Which is the one changing for the other? Are you a sad person who's decided to be happy, or were you a happy person who became sad?
Is this about me? I thought this was about Danny. I'm confused.
Sorry, I'm just very curious about people.
Also, I'm not a goetic. You said we were all goetics, but I'm not a goetic.
I know.
Oh, okay.
He pats your hand. He's like, it's okay.
Okay, cool.
It's like, I can tell you're an apostate. It's like, there.
You just got
They're
those vibes.
apostate.
A little baby apostate. That's cool. Zoe seems very pleased by the attention. She's here for it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He is definitely, Zilia, very fascinated by you, by this question. But I think he can clock that you're not ready to answer it in various ways. Some of it might be it's way too distracting in here. Some of it might be a very, like, an emotional question you are dodging. And he doesn't need to know which it is. He's going to just be like, yeah, okay. And he writes your name down. And he goes, okay.
Charles has boundaries.
Zilia does not. This will be fun.
And, okay, so you have not told Charles, just to be clear, that you found the angel is the dead angel from the Grand Maybe, and you have not told him that Katia knows the name of the angel.
Not
Right?
yet,
Not
because
yet.
but
I just want to
once
be
the
sure before I launch in and assume I know things that just gotta keep that
once the conversation
separation.
rears that way, like Kesha would probably talk about the incident. Yeah.
Okay. I think Charles, in talking to Danny, is going to say, it seems like your first step is identifying this angel. Do you have any distinctive features, or?
We have a name.
Oh.
Oh, you've got a name already.
Gestures at
Good
Kesha.
job.
About that. Kesha says, taking like a big like slurp of like a cloudy drink, like turns to look at Charles and goes, you know the Grand Maybe? The incident that happened there?
Oh, yeah. We got a call about that. Dead angel. Not good.
Dead angel? Remember when you saw me and Nicoal looking up angels? It is because all of us, for some reason or other, recognize that angel, and that is the angel that Danny saw in Shadow.
He looks between all of you and cannot hide his surprise. It's the
Flop is
same
now on the
angel?
table as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Apparently
absolutely scratches Flop's head. All of you saw the same angel. You
think
all
we did.
saw the angel in Shadow, or
We don't know. We just know that
We
angel.
remember
you
it.
just remembered him?
It's familiar.
Okay.
But I think
And
we know
you
enough.
points at Danny. You remembered where you saw him. But the
Yes,
rest of
I
you haven't
100%
figured that
saw. Yes.
out. Okay.
Do I still have his hand? Who has his hand?
You have his hand. It's
You
inside
have
his
Okay,
his hand.
pocket.
so Zillia won't put it on the table this time. Never say she
I'm
doesn't learn.
so proud
But
of Celia.
she takes it out of her pocket and like sort of like does it so it's like under the table, but not under, so that he can see it in case he would like to
Under
look
the
at it as
table
Keshav's
deal.
telling this story.
I don't know if this improves it.
Oh, okay. There's a part of me that's like, I feel like revealing you have the angel hand. I probably should have pulled a card sooner, but we're gonna go ahead for this.
I think that's a good one to do it.
Raven.
Ooh, Raven.
Ooh.
Raven.
This is secrets, which is for gallants, but it also is a companion, so it's going to repeat the previous card, which is going to repeat the previous card. So we are still on the banished serpent in a way. We got jealousy, sight, and trickery.
What Katia is going to say is going to be very bad in that case.
I mean, I'm here for it. Let's hear
This
it.
is going to end very poorly, and I apologize in advance to everybody. In between all of it and the hand popping out, Katia just kind of, it may be well because she's been spending way too much time with Zelia and the foxes, and this has encouraged all of her worst instinct. And she's like, so we have a syllable from one of the angels' name, but we know the name of another angel. That's Kantaka the Collapse. And then there is a director whose name, I think it's all related. Director's name, if you move it around, because it's an anagram, translates to I am an ending. So Kantaka the Collapse and I am an ending. I think there's something to do with apocalypses, or maybe like you were saying, like angels who have become demons. And then she eats a fry.
I'm so sorry.
Like completely just like, oh.
Well, we also haven't considered until right now that I am an ending is also an angel name.
That's a really bad name, though. Who knows?
Yeah,
There's
It
to
also
be
has
honest, they
Danny's
got
name
more-
in it.
What's that?
It also has Danny's name in it. Like Zelia is dying to ask Danny what her last name is because the anagram has Danny's first name in it, but it almost kind of has Maggie too. So she's been like sitting here mulling over this, like Danny, Maggie. No, it's not Maggie. So what's Danny's last name? She doesn't know, but she's afraid to ask because Danny will think she forgot her, and she didn't forget her. She's just never known.
I'm so curious.
There are two people moving the plot, and two people just
Right.
causing trouble. And Danny's just stuck in the mix.
Danny's here for the ride.
Is your last name Aiming? That'd be wild.
Danny's last name is LaFord, actually. So
That's
unfortunately it
right.
does not
It's
fit
already
that,
got.
yeah.
She's already got an established last name. So,
Yeah,
because boy, that would be wild.
that
It's
would have
one of
been
those
yeah.
funny.
like not just the cards are haunted. Yeah. Okay. Put the anagram to
Sorry,
the
I
side. Kantaka the Collapse,
Yes,
and it's a multi-part.
yes.
What if we go check in the Hall of Records?
Can
and
we bring
find
fries?
out- What? Can you bring the fries?
Mhm.
Not into the stacks. You know you're not supposed to have food up there, right?
Her eyes go a little bit wide. She was like, yeah, definitely.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. Okay.
Carve the fries in.
Yes. This is interesting.
I am surprised at how well you are taking this. I am not going to lie.
I mean, I have long suspected there is more to Shadow than everyone assumes. And if you tell me there are angels that are dwelling in Shadow, this sort of just lines up with a lot of things I already suspect. But I'm not going to lie. And he turns to Danny and he goes, I mean, absolutely no offense right now, just to be clear. What you have is a bunch of possibilities. You lack some of the connective tissue to really build a theory. So I'm excited, but I've heard weird shit before. I'll save getting really excited for weird facts.
Okay. We don't want a theory, though. We just want to find the angel so that we can hopefully find my wife, among other
You
things. So
have your desires. I have my desires.
okay.
And right now, those
They line up.
desires are aligned.
Yes. So if you want to finish your meals, Charles will take you into the Hall of Records to look for the name of the angel.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Katia in the middle just kind of removes some of the grease stains she left during her first shift in the Hall of Records.
All right. Roll for protection spell. We're still good. That's a 1.
Oof.
Okay. This is wonderful.
Danny doesn't finish any of her food. She's just ready to fucking go. She's
Ooh.
noticeably antsy.
She does not want a hot dog that feels like a hot dog.
She
wants
wants
a
her
real
life.
hot dog.
Real hot dogs are in her reach. Okay, you return to the Hall of Records, and we're going to draw another card. This one is the Misremembered Dream.
Oh
Once
my
again-
god.
It's not a bad omen or anything.
I hate it here.
I'm
Wow.
gonna send this card list to Trevor, and he's like, "This sounds like, what did you say? A goth
s-
band?"
I said it sounds like a goth alt band's track list.
Yeah, find out
Yep.
exactly how far we're gonna go here. Yeah, Misremembered Dreams is a card of mystery. So Danny, you got another round of +1.
Rights for
But it
you.
is confusion and mistakes and changes in identity.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Pretty mysterious.
You know, Charles is gonna lead you past the baby goetic tour guides.
I was just saying, can Zelia even get in here?
He seems to be high enough levels that you can
That we can- okay.
Yeah.
come in.
It's not like major.
But you do know that's weird. Like the fact that he's doing
Yeah.
that is potentially. I mean, Zelia, I have to assume you respect it a little bit because this is like a silly sounding role, frankly.
I think that she probably doesn't understand. Like, one of the reasons she's an apostate is she doesn't get the like whole how you level up thing. It's like
Mhm.
seems very complicated, and everyone's got a different way. And so I don't even know if she really understands. Like, she just knows she can't go in, so she doesn't know why she's now getting access. So I think she's probably like trying to sort that out. Like, why aren't they
Yeah.
stopping her from going in, rather than like understanding that he's very high level. So yeah,
Got
she's
it.
definitely very awestruck, but not necessarily by him, just by like, oh, I'm in this place that I want to
Yeah.
I
be in.
love her
I-
so much.
And to be clear, my suggestion was less awe and more like, yeah, whatever I was thinking was happening here sounded stupid. Like, no, you shouldn't bother with that. And Keshav, you know that Charles was perfectly willing to pretend you guys were applying to be goetics, and therefore,
I
no biggie.
wanted to. Keshav likes Charles.
Yeah.
Keshav thinks that Charles is a handsome man and has been exceptionally helpful.
Are you gonna ask if he has a guest room?
No, well, maybe, probably in the near future. But before I do that, Keshav is a little interested at the fact that he is pretty laissez-faire about the things that we have divulged and shared, project interest aside. So I think Keshav is going to just spend. I think there's like an active withdrawal from Keshav in this moment as he's like paying attention to how Charles conducts himself throughout these discussions and fact finding. Just because he's just like, I want to make sure this is all still kosher.
I love that the answer to your question went from no, maybe to soon to very soon, like in rapid succession.
In that moment, I'm not gonna lie, the spirit of Keshav took hold of my body and answered for me.
That's amazing.
Also, I'm glad that while I was away, you are doing the role that I was going to do because I'm also very sus of this man.
We should both. We should. I like the idea. Like all the other three are like searching forward with Charles and
Yeah, and
Nicole
we're
and
just in the
Keshav are
back,
like,
just like, I don't trust this fucking man. I mean, yeah, if I can roll as well, I will, because I'm very suspicious of this dude right now.
Are you rolling to suss out stuff?
I would like to roll the suss out stuff as well.
same.
What are we rolling?
That would be,
perception,
Maybe
I think?
perception. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have a 4 in perception. What does that mean?
It means you have
God,
4
my
bene to
perception is
spend,
terrible.
right?
I have 4 dice I can spend. Ooh,
For bene, not dice.
Bene.
So you can add a point.
That's right.
Remember, you can only add 1. You can also roll sortilege.
You might also be skilled in something related, like perception.
I am skilled in running and breaking objects.
That's all you need.
I don't know why that's so funny for
That's all
Nicole,
you
but
need.
But it is, right? I totally forgot about that until before this game, and I also laughed when I saw that. And I went, that works. That tracks.
Erin, I'm looking at you with baby eyes. I'm looking at you with baby boy eyes. Does having a skill in lying help me detect if other people are lying?
Does having a skill in lying help you detect if other people are lying? Man,
It's
my
okay,
heart
the
wants
answer
to
is no.
say yes. I feel like there are people. This is one of those things. You know how you read like novels with like criminals and stuff, and they're all so smart, and then you hear about people actually doing the embezzling, and you're like, wow, you're all dumb. You are all really dumb. I want to believe if you're a skilled liar, you can, a con knows a con. And part of me is like, that's not true though, but I want it. So I will give you that. I will let you have that.
Okay. Thank you, and I will
Those baby boy
Oh.
eyes.
spend sort with my baby boy eyes. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So despite what I rolled, I'm still gonna say that because I'd already planned to, I'm gonna spend a bene for my perception. But I rolled a 10.
Oh, very
I rolled
nice.
a 7, so like
All right.
definitely. I don't know if that's enough.
You two are scrutinizing Charles, thinking back over all the things that he's said. And here's the thing. He just seems to weirdly be earnest. There isn't anything you can pinpoint. Yeah, I maybe gave you that for no reason. But maybe it'll come in handy later and you can throw that in my face. But yeah, no, he doesn't seem to be, like, messing with you.
He's just a fucking nerd.
He's just a
I
nerd.
love this because it is the two perhaps least earnest people suspecting earnestness.
No, like straight up, we are the best 2 people in this group to be like, this man's being too nice. No, he's up to something. No one's this nice.
Do you talk to each other at all in this process?
Oh, I think we're both like, we are suddenly just in sync talking trash. Like we have
Yeah.
suddenly become the coworkers who have a coworker they don't like.
I think Keshav like leans towards you, being like, I don't know. He seems very. And then as we're like discussing and watching Charles for a moment, like standing off to the side, like speaking quietly, Keshav I think kind of goes, is he just
I think he's just a fucking nerd.
sincere? Is he just
Yeah.
sincere?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
I need to do some self-reflection.
No, I'm good.
And you see Keshav like smiles to you and goes, well, this makes my next course of action far better. As he like smiles over towards.
Okay. Kashev, when
Yes,
you
my
say,
dear.
this makes my next course of action far better, something really fucking weird happens.
Why?
It is as if you are pushed by the power of the path of suns, and now you are having a weird memory.
Oh.
You
I feel
are,
afraid.
you are standing in a lobby of an office building. You are wearing some really drab coveralls, like, well, I don't know what that is about. And you are like standing at one of those desks where like the security guard is usually waiting. and you can tell in this memory that you have been trying to convince someone of something, and that they haven't fallen for it. It's very annoying because you need to be on the other side here. You need to be where you said you'd be. But the person behind the desk says you have to have a badge. And you say those words, and you realize you're saying those words to the angel.
Oh.
It pops in your head, and it's, it's almost like a vision. You are almost transported. And then it settles, and it's just this weird fucking memory.
1,000-yard stare throughout this whole moment.
I did not see anybody, but you have this weird feeling you were supposed to meet. You were trying to meet Nicoal and Katia?
Oh?
Nicole's gonna see the 1,000-yard stare and go, you okay there? You're miles away. What's going on?
So, just a clarifying question from me, Mr. Valiant Dorian.
Yeah.
I was trying to get in, and the angel was the one that's denying me entrance, right? Saying that I
Angel
needed a
apparently
badge.
told you needed to have a badge to get in.
Noted. Okay.
Angel's like secretary, what the fuck?
There's a moment with Keshav here where, like, he experiences this memory, and there are 1,000 questions flooding his mind because his memory of Shadow is the most key memory. Most of the things he experiences in Shadow, he wants to push away. He did not like his lot in life in Shadow. He was just a dancer. He wasn't important. He wasn't loud. He wasn't in the spotlight he believed he deserved. And he remembers being a dancer, a Bharatanatyam dancer who specialized in mass performance, right? He remembers the sound of the bells and the anklets. Why the hell is he trying to get into a building? And Keshav just kind of has this like moment of distance, and then your voice, like he doesn't hear your voice for a moment, Nicoal, and then it comes back in sharp clarity. I will now no longer tease Danny about any and all of her memories, I
But it's fun.
That's so cute.
think. And Keshav looks at you, and one eye glitches into existence, and it is like the look of someone who is surprised. And he turns to you and goes, I just saw a drab office building, and I have a distinct memory or feeling that I was supposed to meet you, my Katia.
What? Why me? What? No. What? Why?
I was trying to get. It's such a moment of deja vu. I literally felt like when we were talking to that receptionist, that feeling of like, I just gotta get in. And then I felt that same feeling as I was speaking to. And then Keshav like shakes his head. Oh, I was speaking to the angel. Oh, oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that goes all of my shadow making fun jokes out the window.
Aw, Kesha.
To this moment,
And
did you kind of think you were going to find out that Danny was crazy?
I think Keshav, like, appear into Keshav's mind. Keshav fully believed that, like, Danny was just going through a protracted period of grief, like many Visley do. Right?
Rude.
You lose a lot coming back from Shadow. Keshav doesn't feel that because one, he's an asshole, and two, because he believes he has a better lot in life here in Saturi than when he had in Shadow. So he thinks this is an upgrade. So he can't empathize with Danny's struggle, right, of a loss. It doesn't feel like a loss to him. But this is forcing him to confront he's perfectly happy to ignore Shadow and has not talked about or acknowledged Shadow this whole time. But now with this whole thing with Charles, he was genuine in the sense of like, this will help you, but it's exactly what he exhibited before. He just thinks you needed therapy. He just thinks you needed like support. It was only when Katia said, "I lost my sister, who is Danny's wife," and when Nicoal suggested that Nicole's parents were missing, and he saw that weird triangular connection, that he gave it a bit more credence, but not much. Now he has to give it. Now he has to give it credence, and now he feels like a jerk.
That? Oh, growth.
Yes.
Da, da, da.
Will he do anything about it? Is another matter entirely. But I think in this moment Nicoal has just stepped off, but in this, Trevor's back. Trevor's back. But in this moment of Nicoal, he you see him immediately snap out of it and just goes. The mystery deepens though. Because apparently I remember Lobby and I remember the angel, and that means... And I was trying to get into somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. That's kind of exciting. Let's find out where this goes.
Lead on.
All right. The rest of you have continued following Charles. You two hurry to catch up. Katia, as you go, the fox. One of the foxes, the one with the little paper hat,
Aw.
keeps kind of popping out and getting in Goetic's spaces and saying,
Have you seen our sister? She's lost. Have you seen our sister? She's lost. Have you seen our sister?
No, for the 1000th time, I have not. We're going to look for her.
I was-
Stop asking.
I was asking the other ones because you can't find her. I'm being helpful.
Kind of reaches back and tries to clamp a hand around the muscle. Sorry.
Do those of
sorry.
us listening know whether the foxes are asking about Katia's sister or about the missing fox who is their sister?
that's
Or
a
we
good
don't know.
question.
Okay. Like,
Yes.
Did the foxes
answer is yes.
Have the foxes
Celia's
done
just
some
like,
family
"Whoa."
formation? You gotta feel
I
close
don't know
to
if the
people
foxes subscribe to a nuclear family dynamic.
It's kind
What
of
is a nuclear-
clan-based structure. You're like a convent of foxes, apparently. I like Fox Tamari though. I'm gonna be calling it that.
It's a fox tomorrow. Na 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 na.
All right. We were getting close to the end, but let's get to this last little important detail. Charles takes you up to a reading room that Nicoal and Katia, you've never been in before.
Oh.
There's someone in there, but see Charles and they book it out. He kind of waves to them. He doesn't seem scary, but he definitely seems like he's got some authority going on.
Professor.
Hi.
I'm really hyped for Love and Charles to meet at some point and just see what happens.
Oh dear God.
I
I
am
feel like
going to
you're
be
gonna
a
play on
menace. Everyone pay attention to the center and side scenes this week. I'm about to be the worst person imaginable.
Oh my god, I love it. And he pulled us down some books. He's like, it's gonna be in one of these. I'm hoping that the partite names are listed separately. But based on your description, we're dealing with this particular order of angels. Here's what I'm gonna do. All of you roll a die. Whoever's number is the highest, you get to find the answer.
Even the
I think this
apostate?
will be satisfying for anybody and narratively fine regardless.
I got a 6.
Nice.
Appropriately, I got a 3.
Please, there are some really cool pictures in here. Some of the angels look like animals.
I got a 10.
Oh.
Ooh,
Anybody else get a 10?
I got a
I
9.
got a 2. I'm distracted.
Danny, you
Guess I were just flirting with Charles.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. After seeing the I'm assuming lower level goetics speed out of there, Kesha was like, a man of influence.
That guest room sounded better and better.
All right, Danny, you're driven. There's an answer. You find, and you are the one who finds Kantaka the Collapse, complete with this very distinct picture. Like, this angel, apparently, when it takes a physical form, takes this physical form. And, you know, what you find is Kantaka the Collapse, also called the Thorn Angel, the third hymn of shadow, is one part of a being known as the Aluliatic Quatern. It is a 4-part angel. It has not been summoned in eons.
What was it summoned
Danny's going to
for?
read that, and then she's going to immediately get the attention of the other smarter people in the room and point it out. Danny is smart, but she does not have confidence academically, so she's going to tap Nicoal, Keshav, Katya, everybody, Zoya. I found it.
But here just barrels over. Show me, show me, show me,
Aaron,
show
can
me.
you put that name in the chat?
Yes. Which will help because I have to tell you, I had to practice saying this word so many times.
I spelled Yuli wrong the whole time.
Yeah, so it seems like it's really important, but I don't know enough to gut check that.
I mean,
Katya kind of reads the name and immediately, is Charles still in the room?
Charles is still in the room.
Tries to grab the book out of Danny's head and just like charges at Charles.
Oh.
Doesn't even say anything, just holds up the whole page. She's very excited.
The Aluliatic Quatern. Interesting.
Lower 7.
This is... You found something really weird here.
Well,
This is... I don't even know if we have a record of this ever being summoned. It's been absent, we'll say, for quite a while.
Didn't.
Because it was
Yeah.
a shadow?
Genetics.
that's not
I
good.
mean, third hymn of shadow, that sure sounds... I mean, that's
But,
where you saw it, yeah?
But so if that's what you're saying, then are you suggesting that maybe they weren't summoned here or to Shadow and maybe they traveled by themselves? Is that possible?
I mean, yeah, maybe. Angels are not entirely forthcoming about all of their abilities, whether we are dealing with an angel that went to Shadow and hid and was yanked out, or an angel that was forced into Shadow and imprisoned and escaped. These are questions that I'm not the one that's going to answer, but maybe you guys are. I think that's the place we're going to end.
Oh, cliffhanger!
dun dun dun.
What is the nature of Kantaka the Collapse? I will say the other names of the faces of the Aluliatic Quatern are also on this page.
Okay.
They are Ganje the Awakening, Rillick the Fruiting, and Inanatus the Rot. And so I will put all those in the Discord so you have the names, because I
Appreciate
am
it.
realizing
Thank you.
I need to make sure all those are written down and
I ran
where
out
you
of
can
room
see
in my
them.
notes today. So.
That's looking so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I'm listening, because like I do best when I'm like doing something and listening. So when other people are doing stuff, I'm putting these weird art stickers in my notebook and listening
You're great.
attentively.
All right. So let's go around. What was your character's experience? Was this good? Was this bad? Was this emotionally wrecking? Or are you sort of just pondering? Let's see, we do going... Okay, so Kashev, let's start with you.
Okay. I will say, in terms of like progressing the arc, right? I will say, because we talked about this in DMs, I think he actually progressed in the the bigger undo the wrong and not
Yeah.
the more direct one.
He doesn't know
Uh,
he progressed yet.
He doesn't know, but I think he's developed, so I think I can get an argument
I
for
count
that.
it.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to balance between the joy and the despair. I think this is a despair session for Keshav. I think it started all tee ha ha fun and games, but then now he has to
He saw
like
himself in boring clothes.
self-reflect. Yeah, I saw myself in boring clothes. I had to think about Shadow.
A common workman's
Terrible.
outfit of all things.
Here's another thing. Kashyap doesn't like his shadow self, right? You don't like
don't.
these memories. And now you have a memory where Nicoal and Katia knew that other you.
I don't like thinking about that. Thank you
Oh,
for bringing that
no.
up. A new dimension of discomfort
Well, I
about
really
us
underlined.
investigating.
You earned that despair.
I do earn it. There's the despair, and yeah, I think that's how Keshav is dealing with this. Find out how he copes with it in our side scenes, which is obviously going to be healthy and not toxic whatsoever.
It'll
Of
be great. It'll be
course.
fine. Okay, Katia, how about you?
She's so happy. Despite the fact that there was like horrible things that happened to her, she's so happy. The foxes did thing. She found out more information. She went to the Hall of Records. She learned things. Oh my God, she's so happy. Definitely a joy session for Katia, who is a
Alright.
weird little creature.
You briefly held a war of entities within your own skin. You came out okay after some tea and
Head pats and
ibuprofen.
ibuprofen.
and head pats. Like, you know what? That's worth celebrating.
Yeah. I actually think she did finally move a little bit in her personal journey as well, her personal arc. I'm tying that with the side scene as well, and her seeing how the foxes will act. Like, this is the first time she's really seen them be as predatory as they are, and that is making things turn in her head.
Yeah. You've got some clues about how to track
Yeah.
down the lost fox.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we're to Danny.
I think overall, even though it was a very it put Danny in a very tense and anxious state, just because for the first time there's momentum going where she needs to be going, which is toward her wife. And she's not delusional, which even though she 100% believes that she's not, is always going to be that nagging voice in the back of your head when you're in a place where everybody is assuming that you're delusional. So the connection to Nicoal, the connection to these other people that's strengthening, and the connection to the angel that was literally, they have the hand of right in front of her, that concrete evidence, definitely is like a joyful thing for her, even though it's all very tense and anxious now because it's like approaching where she wants to be, but not fast enough. I think as far as the arc goes, I think I am jumping into bargaining, in that Danny is definitely willing to do literally anything to get this, to fix this, to make it right, to give a true name, find out all this new stuff, bargain with angels, bargain with demons, doesn't matter. Danny's at that stage where it's like, okay, now that I have a direction, I'll do whatever I have to. So I think she did make progress on her arc there.
I completely agree, because you went in thinking, I'm not going to tell Charles anything about the stuff we're doing right now. And then there's this inkling of he might have the answer. And you're like, here, take it.
Here, take it all. Yeah, exactly.
Give me
It
the
didn't
answer
matter
back.
at that moment. Exactly.
Totally. Okay, Nicoal.
I think in terms of arc, she did progress because she actually talked about the fact that she can't remember her parents, and tied that in with Danny and Kathia. And in terms of the session, I'm actually gonna say despair. Because I actually do think that Keshav continually bugging her about what level of goetic she is actually is getting to her, especially in conjunction with Thea, raising up a rank.
Oh no!
So
she's a little nerd.
I will
So
peer
cute.
pressure you to self-actualize.
yeah, except it's like pushing her in the other way of like just being a bigger bitch.
Join me, let's be bitches together.
Oh, we were bitches together. Don't get me wrong. I almost said joy just because of that one spot.
There's also a little thing here, like both Danny and Keshav have this memory of you in shadow, and you don't remember
Mhm.
any of that. Womp
Yeah.
womp.
Womp womp.
All right, Zilia. Fun little detail before you get into it.
Uh-oh.
Karina121 has used channel points to purchase bling bling for you. In our D&D games, this is, I believe, 250 gold or an equivalent item. It is open, though, in Invisible Sun because there's so many possibilities. And I'm wondering what would make Zilia delighted.
More edibles?
Yeah.
Wow.
More animals always.
I heard more edibles. I'm sorry.
That's what I heard too. I was like, awesome. That would also
I
make
was
me very
like,
dead.
are we talking about
I mean,
Zilia or
that
Shauna?
fits.
Like,
Yes, yes.
Goelik comes up and goes, "Oh, we're, Professor Abernethy, this got loose, and they're holding what looks like a little hedgehog, but all of its spikes are gummies,
Oh
No.
gosh.
so you can have both.
That's adorable.
You can take care of the little hedgehog."
His name is Gummy. Okay.
Yeah.
So Zilia I feel like there's like some complicated stuff happening in her right now mostly because of Charles. Because like she assumes that everybody like sort of either was unhappy with who they were and changed it when they came here, or they loved who they were and didn't change it. And so to have him sort of call her out as being like a interesting or unique in that way, both like she likes this idea of being like unique or noticed in that way, but she also doesn't like it. So I think it's kind of complicated, and it's
Yeah.
also making her think about like who she was, because she like sort of like Keshav, she did not like who she was, and so she purposefully made a change. But it's also making her realize she might have gone too far. Like she's not as dumb as she sort of comes across, and so I think that there's this kind of embodies this personality that she's now questioning, like, is this really who she wanted to become, right? Is this really like her? But I don't think that's despair for her. I think it's curiosity, and so I think it's actually a positive. Plus, she got to she got to talk to Flop, which like is her new ability and her forte, and so that was very fun. And
You
got
solved
to
the
like
problem for Katia.
And a beret! That's so cute!
yeah, and also like Danny made a sculpture, like the unrequited bond person like made a sculpture to track her. And that's pretty cool. So I think despite the fact that it was like unsettling, I think Celia had a lot of joy this session.
Yay!
Awesome. There was a moment
And
I was like,
now
I
she
wish we
has
could
a
just-
hedgehog.
Yeah. There's a moment there where I was like, can we just make up something called a half crux where it's like complicated but moving towards goals? But thank God you had a different take, and I don't have to invent game mechanics that will bite me in the ass later.
Yes, I don't think she's moving forward in her arc, but just slowly. Like
Yeah.
everything she's learning, like Danny's passion for her, her missing wife is really like Zillia's finding that so interesting. And of course, Keshav's like, no, 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 no. Well, maybe it's also really interesting from a totally different perspective. So I think she's like still taking a lot of notes and trying to figure that out.
Beautiful. All right. Well, that's where we're going to end. I've been Erin M. Evans. You can find me on Blue Sky at Erin M. Evans. You can find me on Instagram at All the Earnies, but mostly you can find me on the Dungeon Scrawlers Discord. You can check out my books wherever you buy your books. Hopefully it's an indie bookstore. And you can listen. No, wait. I leave that one for Treavor. You can join me on this channel every Monday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific for Concentration Check, a co-writing space. Come get some work done with me. And yeah, go ahead, you guys. My headphones.
I'm Shauna Germain. I play Zilia. I'm the co-owner of Monte Cookie Games, a game designer and fiction writer. I walked across the Brooklyn Bridge today and I got too much sun, as you can probably see. You can find me anywhere on the internet as Shauna Germain.
Yeah, I'm Trevor Bettis. You can find me on socials at the Trevor. There's an A hiding in there. You can also find me on the podcast Writing About Dragons Shit with the lovely Aaron M. Evans and awesome B. Dave Walters. Yeah, that's me.
I'm Jess Penley, and I played Danny. You can find me on Blue Sky at Jess Penley, and all my work on undergroundoracle.com.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Caw. You can find me everywhere on the internet as Cass Caw. That's about it, really. I have too many things that I do.
Hi everyone, I'm Valiant Dorian. I use he, him as pronouns. You can find me all across the internet at Valiant Dorian or at also Spirit Bear. Please enjoy that lovely treasure I just set you on. In terms of stuff that you can keep an eye out for me, I'm crowdfunding for a show, a limited TTRPG web series called Whole New World, where it is a love letter to those who make games and those who play them, where we invite designers to world build game mechanics to support that world, and then bring a bunch of unprepared but session zeroed players to basically playtest that world and game. We are being produced by the One Shot Network. We are about $300 away from hitting our goal. So if folks feel so inclined, please go check out Whole New World. And
Everyone should,
back
because it's
to
amazing.
you,
I
Ed.
have put the link in the chat so everybody can click
thank
it
you.
very easily.
Thank you so much. All
Oh,
right,
you're the
that's
last
me.
one. Oh my god.
I am the last one.
Okay, who's next? It's me!
The angel is not with us.
It's Flop. Flop is the last one.
Be not afraid. Thank you to our moderators tonight, Rumpus Imperator and Ben Rowe. We appreciate you guys. And thank you, Monk of Greyhawk, for the subs at the beginning. I forgot to shout you out, but we do appreciate it. All your support helps us make cool content like this show. All right. Until next week, keep your feet on the path.